Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Desi TV USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at the headlines. Trump confirms national emergency plan for mass deportations. Federal workers fear job losses under Trump's return. G20 Summit 2024 protesters call for climate actions Gaza peace. Arms can exploit Gaza conflict, loot supply convenes. Manipur violence, one dead as ethnic unrest erupts again. Biden lifts restrictions on Ukraine's use of US weapons. Analysts call it important but not a game changer. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif chairs Federal Apex Committee meeting. University of WA honors 1,157 graduate at 12th convocations. Oath-taking ceremony held for Character Building Society at UE Vihari. Rana Basharat Ali Khan demand actions on Kashmir human rights violations. Commissioner Sahiwal orders faster completions of Mohammadpur disposal station. Panjgur Teaching Hospital faces critical shortages and neglect. Science exhibition held at Boys Degree College, Thatta. US President-elect Donald Trump has announced plans to declare a national emergency and utilize military assets to deport millions of undocumented immigrants. Responding to speculations on Truth Social, Trump confirmed the strategy, calling it part of his commitment to the largest deportations in American history. The Pew Research Center estimates that over 11 million illegal migrants reside in the United States. During his first term, Trump deported 1.5 million but now aims to restrictively expand these efforts. Critics have raised concern about the legality and humanitarian impact of such a move, while Trump insists it is necessary for national security and border enforcement. The decision has sparked intense debate across the political spectrum. Over 2 million civilian federal workers are concerned about their job as Donald Trump eyes a White House returns known for pushing government downsizing and limiting civil service protections during his first term. Trump's policies have raised fears of potential layoffs. Supporters call it necessary reform, while critics warn of public service disruptions. As the G20 Summit 2024 begins in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, protesters have taken to the streets demanding urgent actions from world leader. Demonstrators in Sinelandia Square called for an immediate end to Israel attack on Gaza, while in Copacabana an NGO displayed a striking installations urging leaders to tax billionaires to fund climate change solutions. Authorities have heightened security, deploying troops, armored vehicles and naval ships to manage the protest. The summit comes amid growing global demands for peace and decisive climate actions. In the midst of the ongoing war, arms gangs in Gaza are increasingly targeting humanitarian supply convoys. Reports indicate that trucks carrying vital aid are being hijacked, with stolen goods later sold in local markets at skyrocketing prices. The growing insecurity is compounding the crisis, leaving civilians struggling to access essential supplies. Aid agencies are urging for greater protections of supply lines to ensure help reaches those in dire need. The situation remains critical as conflict and chaos persist. Violence has erupted once again in India, Manipur state, claiming at least one life in the past 24 hours during ongoing ethnic unrest. This marked the third consecutive days of clashes between the Kuki and Metis communities, which have fueled tensions in the regions for months. The state, with a population of 3.2 million, has been plagued by violence since May last year, with over 250 people killed and 60,000 displaced. On Sunday night, Metis protesters in Jiribam district vandalized properties, including those of political parties, in retaliation for a recent attack on their communities. Authorities report that one protester died during a police action. The situation in Manipur remains volatile as secure forces are deployed to restore order amidst escalating tensions. President Joe Biden has lifted restrictions on Ukraine's use of US-supplied weapons, allowing them to strike deeper into Russian territory. These decisions mark as a significant shift in US policy, but analysts caution that while it is an important step, it is not a game changer in the ongoing conflict. The move provides Ukraine with greater flexibility in targeting Russia's military assets, but experts suggest its impact will depend on how effectively the weapons are used and how Russia responds. The change comes as part of continued US support for Ukraine amidst its first against Russia's aggressions. The Honorable Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, chaired a key meeting of the Federal Apex Committee. The session was attended by the Federal Cabinet, Provisional Chief Minister General Syed Asim Munir, Chief of Army Staff, and senior government officials. The meeting focused on national security, governance, and critical issues facing the country, with discussions aimed at fostering collaborations between the federal and provisional governments. Further details of the deliberations are awaited. Now take a look at the national news. The University of Wa held in 12th convocation celebrating the achievement of 1,157 graduate. Government Punjab and University Chancellor Sardar Salim Haider Khan presided as the chief guest. The ceremony features the awarding of 36 gold medals and special honors, including the prestigious Student of the Year award. In his address, his chancellor congratulated the graduate, urging them to use their skills for social betterment. The event highlighted the university's dedications to academic excellence and its missions to shape future leaders and innovators. Principal Dr. Sheikh Israr Ahmed led the oath-taking ceremony for the Corrected Middle Society at the University of Education Vihari. Dr. Muhammad Imran was sworn as an advisor, Harun Khan as president, Saqafat Ali as vice president, and Kiran Waheed as secretary alongside several new members. The official pledge to uphold accountability, honesty, and service. Dr. Sheikh Israr Ahmed encouraged students to face challenges and contribute positively to society. Rana Basharat Ali Khan, chairman of the International Human Rights Movement, urged the global community to act against severe human rights abuses in Indian-occupied Kashmir. He highlighted reports of enforced disappearance, extrajudicial killings, and violence against women and children, calling these acts violations of international law. Khan appealed to the UN and other bodies to hold India accountable and ensure independent investigations. He emphasized that peace in South Asia depends on resolving the Kashmir issue and reaffirmed his organization's commitment to justice and self-determination for the Kashmiri people. Commissioner Sahiwal Division Shoaib Iqbal Sayyed has directed the timely completions of the Mohammadpur Road disposal stations under the PSP program to ensure the new sewage systems become operational as planned. Presiding over a performance review meeting of the PSP program and municipal corporations, the commissioner also instructed the repair and repainting of momentum along inner GT Road. Addressing issues faced by students of the Sahiwal board regarding name and date of birth changes, he called for a swift resolutions mechanism to eliminate repeated visits to board offices. Panjgur Teaching Hospital is suffering from a severe lack of doctors, medicines, and basic facilities. Over 10 ambulances are out of services and the hospital has no washrooms for patients. Despite receiving large budget, resources remain unaccounted for. Local residents are forced to travel to other cities for treatment, with the situation unchanged despite local representation in government. A science exhibition was organized at Government Boys Degree College, Thatta, featuring working models from students of Thatta and Sujawal district. The college won first place in the science model category. Principal Professor Irfan Khan praised the Sindh government STEM initiative, noting the untapped talent in rural district and the potential for future scientific progress. Viewers, keep you informed of the devastations and relief effort caused by the hurricane in Milton, Florida, USA.
Meet the tools that help reduce flood risk across Harris County. From channels to stormwater detention basins to floodplain preservation, the Harris County Flood Control District manages each one with a single goal: flood risk reduction. Because they impact our quality of life with benefits like avoided damages, an expanded urban forest, and room for trails and green spaces. Flood risk reduction efforts have an impact on our quality of life. Learn more at hcfcd.org.
This is me, Tabinda, signing off. Stay tuned for more news. Desi TV USA, DTVNN, and our OTT platform DTV Flex, where you can access to over 3,000 channels. So stay tuned and stay with us.